Good morning. This is Tammy, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today we are going to make a card box. And we are going to be using the Eastern Beauty Premier Bundle. And I will leave a link down below for everything that comes in the Premier Bundle. But they are having a special this month at Stampin' Up! From May the 1st to May the 31st. You can buy the Eastern Palace bundles. You can buy the regular bundle or you can buy the Premier bundle. Now the project I am using today is using the Premier bundle. And also I am having a special that if you buy the Premier bundle, you will receive a PDF from me that has 25 projects on it with instructions and pictures to make 25 cards. And this way you'll be able to fill up your box. But this is the box. Now, I used up most of my paper from the bundle, so I'm going to be using different paper from the bundle here today, but I will leave a link down below showing you everything that comes in both of the bundles. But this is the first box that I have made, and it has magnetic closures, and I decorated the inside. But like I said, it has the magnetic closures on the front, and we are going to be using actually a lot of the pieces from the Premier bundle. So what I did was to make it so this wasn't a 2 or a 3-part series, I went ahead and got started. Now on my blog will be all the sizes and dimensions listed right out for you. But you need 2 pieces. I used actually the chipboard that came in the paper pack with the Premier bundle, and I cut it apart, and that's what we're making the box out of. But you need 2 pieces that are 5 inches by 6 inches, which is the top and the bottom, and then we need 2 pieces that are 2.5 inches by 6 inches, 2.5 inches by 5 inches. We need 2 of those, and those are the sides. And so I'm going to move the part out that I have started, and we're going to I matted the inside of this, and we're going to mat the outside of this. I'm just going to use my fast fuse. And if you would like the catalog or anything else, I have the new catalog that just come out from Stampin' Up! I just received those yesterday. But if you're interested in receiving a catalog, having a party, any of that, just let me know, because I'd love to be your demonstrator. I am just getting started in Stampin' Up! And would love to get some customers going. But there's our lid. We're just going to set that aside, and we're going to mat these pieces. I'm using the green for the inside. I would have used the designer paper on the inside, but I kind of ran out doing different projects, so I got to order some more paper. We're just going to put the green, and on the paper what you're going to need is the same exact sizes as the chipboard. You're going to need 2 pieces that are 2.5 inches by 5 inches and 2.5 inches by 6 inches, and the 5 by 6 you're going to need. Now I'm not doing the bottom of this, so what you're going to need there is 1 piece of the designer paper at 5 by 6 and 2 pieces of your inside, because one for the back of the lid and one for the bottom, because I figured I didn't really need to design the bottom of the box. And I also cut a piece from, I'll show you this here piece. This piece here is the designer paper is cut at 3/4 of an inch by, I just did 12-inch, and then on the inside piece, whatever you're going to use there, you just want to make it 1 inch, so this way you have a little bit of a border. And we're going to be making one of those. So, and like I said, I have my pieces already cut and ready, so this way it wasn't, you know, like a 3-hour video, or making this one in series. If you would rather that I did do them in series and did every step with you, leave a comment down below, because I don't have a problem with doing that, but I know that a lot of people like to do, you know, just one video, done. And so just leave a comment down below on which way you would rather do these. And I'm also going to be starting a VIP program as soon as I start to get some customers. And how it will work is, for every $50 that you spend at Stamping Up through my site using my hostess codes, you will receive a stamp. And after you get 5 stamps on your card, you will receive a free gift from me. But, on these pieces, what we're going to be using today is, you can see where I've already did some of the joints here, and this is the bottom of the box. I told you I didn't decorate. But what we're going to be using here is on the these are 1 inch wide and 6 inches long. You need 6 pieces. And then you want to score them at the 1/2 inch mark, which is right down through the center. And these are the pieces that we're going to be using for our joints. And then I put score tape on each of the sides. And you'll also need 4 pieces at 1 inch wide by 2.5 inches. And you'll need 6 pieces at 1 inch wide at 5 inches. And you want to score every one of those right down through the center. And I'll show you how we're going to be doing the joints here. If I can get my tape to come off. There we go. Now what you want to do is you want to line these up, but you do not want to go over the score mark, because the score mark is where it's going to bend up over. But we're going to put 1 piece on that side, and then 1 piece on this side here, and then we're going to attach our sides. Should have burnished these down a little bit, so this way they would stick better. We're just, like I said, we're just going to line these up. You want to go as straight as you can, and come close to, but not go over your score mark. I'm just going to push it down a little bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the strip off of here, and we're going to take our lid. Oops, I'm sorry, not our lid. We're going to take our side. We're going to put it down on here. You want to make sure you're as straight as possible, and this way you can bend it up, and then we'll have our joint. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Boxes are actually very simple to make. One other thing I wanted to mention is you do want to leave just a slight gap on there, so this way, whoa, see, I didn't leave enough of a gap there. You want to leave enough of a gap to where your piece will bend up. Okay, got that pushed in. Now we're going to take our two short pieces here, and we are going to put those on the sides over here. Push that tape down on there. Now we're going to pull one of the corners off. Of course, that piece doesn't want to. Not sure why I can't get the paper off of these. Let's see, I had my poker. There we go. Now what we're going to do, we're going to fold these up. We're going to just stick these right like that. Now we have our first corner. Now we're going to take the tape off of the second side. We're going to bend that one up and fold it over. I find it works better if you press the center in first and then go out. You won't get as many wrinkles. It's what I have discovered on making these boxes. Just going to take the tape off of both sides here. I can get her to let loose. It's really early in the morning here. We're just going to push that in the center and then work our sides down. Now these other pieces that we have cut, we are going to use those for the trim around the edges. Now on this here, the 6-inch piece for the back, we do not want to take the score tape off of the one edge, just on the, you'll see here what I mean, because we're going to attach our lid to this piece right here. So do not take that piece there off yet. But on the 5-inch side, we are going to push that one down over like this. So we're going to take the tape off of that one. And if you make one of these boxes or any other project that you have seen on my YouTube channel, I have a link down below for my Facebook group. I'd love for you to come over and join. I mean, it's not very big right now. We only have like 70 people or something like that on my Facebook page. But I love to see what people do with the projects and anything else that you're making, because I just like to call it one big happy crafty family over there. And we don't allow any rude comments, anything like that over there. It's all about sharing and giving each other support. But for our lid, now we're going to take off this back piece here. There we go. But we're going to take that off. And we're going to line that up. And like I said, you want to leave just a little bit of a gap. Press that down on. Now that's going to be very tight whenever you go to close your box. And so we're just going to work that a little bit. Get that to loosen up, because we're going to put another strip just like that on the inside. And then we're going to do the edges of our box here. But we're going to take the next one and we're going to put it on the inside. And we're going to put a second hinge just for extra support. Because I know whenever I did the stove box, a lot of people didn't know what the artist tape was. And so I thought it'd be easier if I just showed you how to make your own hinges. You can press that up in here pretty good. If there's a certain project you'd like to see me make, just leave a message down below and I'll see if I can come up with something for you. Because I do like a challenge. And like I said, these hinges will be tight until we get those fibers to break. But we're also going to be putting another support piece on the top here in a second. I tell you what, this Stampin' Up! Paper, it is extremely heavy. And this cardstock, you just need to work it a little bit. We're just going to put the edges on this lid now. Okay, I got my side pieces and my top piece. Put that one down. This video was supposed to be up yesterday. I will show you the box that I did do yesterday, but my camera quit and oh, it was just a really bad experience yesterday. So I decided to just make a whole new box because the whole video was deleted off of my camera. Alright, now if we can, there we go. Just get that piece. Like I said, this Stampin' Up! Cardstock, it is really heavy. It doesn't tell you what the weight is on them. So I don't know if it's, I know it's a lot heavier than 60 pounds. And they come out with a new one. It's very vanilla, and it is a heavyweight, and it's not actually out until the new catalog, but it is included for free if you order the Premier bundle. And like I said, for everything that you get in the bundle, I will leave a link down below to the video I did on that. This way, if you'd like to see everything that comes in it. Just making sure those are pressed down in there pretty good. But there is our box so far. And like I said, the lid, it needs to be worked a bit before it'll stay down, because that hinge is really tight back there. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take our long pieces, I gotta say, I know I had them ready. And I am just going to take, I'm going to move my box out of the way here. I'm just going to take my fast fuse. I'm just going to go right down over this. Ooh, if I could go a straight line today. I'm just going to put 2 on here. Now you could use glue on this if you want, or because the glue at least gives you a minute or 2 of wiggle room. Now we're only going to stick this down. I'm going to start it at the back here. But I don't want to stick the whole thing down yet, because just going to leave that open. I'm going to be sticking a magnet in it. And these magnets are very, very tiny. I almost lost that in my hand. There you go. Can you see how tiny these magnets are? But what we're going to do is we're going to stick one in right there. And we're going to trim this off. And then I'm going to take, this is a 1/2 inch corner rounder, and we're going to use the guides on the side. And for some reason, it does not want to go in there. But we're just going to trim off the corners. Now what we're going to do with these is however far down you want your piece to go. I like it about halfway. We're just going to put a fold there, and then put a fold back here. And you're going to have extra sticking out, which we're going to trim off whenever we're done here. And then you can just take your other piece, just line it up right with that one. Just put the bends in the same place. So this way, we know where everything should be. Because I don't measure these ones. And so what we're going to do next is we are going to put on some of the embellishments. And then we'll get our magnet put on. Now what I did with these is I cut out, I will show you the die cuts for the dies that come with the stamp set. But this is the stamp set that we are using today, which is the Eastern Beauty. And we are using this, well, we're using that stamp right there, and we are using To Think of You Is to Smile. Now this has got hello, thank you, enjoy today, and it's got a bunch of the little things which I'll show you on the inside. And this says a note for you, life is beautiful, and let's be friends forever. But these are some of the thinlits that we'll be using here. I just put a sheet of magnetic in here, so this way I can keep track of all my thinlits. But these are the pieces that we will be using here today. Let me just take that out of there. I used this one here because it goes over top of this one. You can use it either way, whichever way you want, and this is the one that I cut out for the sentiment. And also I used gold foil. I cut out 6 of those, and we're using this piece, which comes out like this, and you'll see how the sentiment fits on that. And then this little piece here is, I got these pieces sitting over here so I didn't lose them. They're like this, they are really tiny, and I'm using those for the centers. And then for the front piece, which is this one, it is these two pieces put together, because you can either use just this one or this one. I mean, this it just has so many pieces to it that it's unreal, and they're all interchangeable. I mean, you can put it in there, you can just put it however you want. And like I said, I have the total video on what paper and everything else comes with the bundles on the other video. So I'm just going to set that aside, and I'm going to take some Tombow, and we're just going to glue down these here pieces. They just go right on that other piece that we cut out. Oops. Now, one thing I do want to tell you is this gold foil paper, it is very slick, and it will slide if you're not careful. So we'll just let that dry for a few minutes. But what we're going to do here right now is we're actually going to attach our straps, because I need to know where to put the magnets at. But we do not want to put any glue from our first fold up where we have our magnet in there. So we're just going to glue from that fold down to where we're going to cut off where our last bend is. We're just going to take our Tombow, just going to put that like that. I'm going to close my lid. And I want this right about there. Yeah, the box looks a little plain right now, but once we get everything on the top, you'll see here how pretty it's going to look. I guess we're going to do the same thing for the other side. going to glue it down. We're going to attach this piece. Let's see, we got about half of that showing. So I'd say, I just eyeball everything. So I'd say right about there looks good. We're just going to press that down and let that glue there dry just a little bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some more of our magnets, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, but these magnets I got from eBay. But what I'm going to do here is try to get two of these to come apart. There we go, and I'm just going to let them clip to themselves underneath. So this way I know where they are going to go. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take two of these, and we are just going to put a very small piece of sticky tape or whatever you're using on these, because we're going to glue these ones on the front. We're just going to line these up in the front here. Whoa! A glue slid. And then whenever you fold this down, I see what I did. I didn't get it up high enough. Need to tape up here. So this way my magnet sticks where I need it to. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just going to stick that on the front. Oh no. I turned it whenever I put it on there. We know the magnets. Woo! Dropped my tape runner. Oh! Bumped the camera. I'm doing good in this video, huh? But we know now that that's exactly where our magnets need to be. And what I'm going to do is, if I can find the gold stickers that come with it, should have been right here. But of course they're not. Just bear with me for 1 second. Huh. They're not even in the bag. Oh, there they are. We're going to take the stickers You get 2 sheets of each. See if I can get that without the glare. But we're going to take this little one here with the star, and we're just going to put that right in the center to hide our magnet in there. And now, no one will ever see them. And then our magnets will come down. Now, like I said, we've got to work the back and get it loosened up before our magnets will attach right. So, let's work on our top here. And what we're going to do, let's see here. Oh no. Oh, I thought I flung those off my mat. That would not have been good. But yeah, what we're going to do here next is we're going to start putting the embellishments on. And I have some bigger magnets on order from eBay. Because like I said, this cardstock here is so thick. These magnets don't like to grip through it. See, I used the designer series paper in the first one. So like I said, I just need bigger magnets. But we're going to take and stamp on this one and this one. And we are using the little swirly heart. And we are actually using a new color that comes with this bundle. And it is called Tranquil Tide. And that is the color of the paper that we're using. And we're going to put the sentiment on this piece here. We're going to set that aside. And then we're going to grab our little flower that we had cut out with our Thinlit. We're just going to stamp those on the leaves, because these will pop up. And this is actually all the stamping we're going to be doing on this. Whoa, I missed that one. That's alright. When we pop it up, you never notice. But these, as you can see, they pop up this way to give you dimension. And what we're going to do is we're going to put, let's see, you want to do the top or the sides? We'll do the sides. Get this done with. We're going to take our pieces that we had put together. Boy, I'm just jumping all over the place here today. You can tell it's early and I'm not quite awake yet. I haven't even finished my cup of coffee yet. I wanted to get this done before the guys came to finish paving the road out front, because my dogs like to let me know, hey, the state's out there working on the road. And they like to bark at them. So like I said, I just wanted to get this done. We're going to put 2 of these on the back and 1 on each side. Starting to run out of Tombow. I have to get some more of that on order too. Because I do like my Tombow. Now what we're going to do is put just a little dot of glue in the centers and little gold pieces that we had cut out. We're going to attach in the center of these. Okay, come off my finger. Forgot to put this one together. And I will tell you, Stampin' Up's coming up with something to where it'd be much easier to put these pieces together. But I'm not allowed to say anything yet. Not until June the 1st when the new catalog comes out. I received mine yesterday, and I'll tell you, oh, I just can't wait to show you what the new stamps are. Now I got glue on my finger and I can't get that to come off. There we go. Put that one on the side. Like I said, I got glue on my fingers here now. I am one messy gluer. I will tell you that. Looks like everybody has the center. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our sentiment. We're going to glue it down to the fancy circle there that we cut out. And you'll see how the little points all match up to where it fits in there perfectly. Isn't that cool? I really like it. But the last two of the gold pieces that we have here, they're going to go in the centers of our pop-up flowers. That's where we're going to stick these at. Okay, come off my finger. Really. I don't want to wear you. And this is another item that happens to come with the bundle. This comes with the Premier bundle. You get 12 tassels. And they are gold, fresh fig, which is a new color, and the tranquil tide, which is also the new color. And also you get the 3 ink pads come with it. The tranquil tide, the lemon lime twist, and the fresh fig. Those all come in the bundles. We're going to take, this is 1/8 inch gold ribbon. We're going to put a tassel on it. And what I like to do is make mine like cattywampus. sure I'm in the video here. I like to make mine cattywampus, not corner to corner. I'm just going to trim that off right about there. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down. And like I said, we really got to work that lid, and I need stronger magnets, which I have on order, because these little magnets just do not want to go through this cardstock. It's just too thick for that. Now I can't get my glue to come out. We're going to do it kind of like that. Now what I did on my first box is, I will show you. I didn't do it on this one, but I want to show you something that I do that I have never seen anyone else do. We're just going to put that down, and don't worry about your ribbon pieces sticking out, because they're going to be covered up by the flowers. Now on the first box, I took 3 pieces of the 1/8 inch trim and I braided them together and put a braid down through there. That's what I did with the first box. But I love to braid my ribbon and put it down through. Now we're just going to take a dab of glue. We're just going to put these to where they cover up the ribbon. And then you just lift up little petals. We're going to do the same thing with the other one on the other side. Just going to cover up the end of our trim. Pop up our flower centers. And then we're done with our glue. And we're going to take dimensionals. Oop, just knocked my glue on the floor. If you would see my work surface right now, you'd be like, oh wow, how does this woman even work? So I'm going to take 4 dimensionals. I'm just going to stick these on the back. We're going to pop this up. Take my papers off. We're going to move our tassel. We're going to stick this right in the center. And there you go. There is our box. And like I said, with the magnets, if you're just going through the paper, they stick a lot better. And like I said, I have better magnets on order. But I just wanted to show you how you could put magnets on these. But because like I said, they stick real good through the paper, but not through this cardstock, because it is just a little too heavy for that. But that is how your box will look, and these will hold an A2 size card. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you.